This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. A new reality is setting in for Campobello Island residents as tighter U.S. border restrictions make it harder for Islanders without up-to-date passports to travel to mainland Canada. Many residents rely on the bridge to Lubec, Maine as their main route to the mainland, since a privately owned ferry to the rest of the province only operates seasonally. Johnston Haynes and his wife Rebecca, a couple who run a framing and print business in St. Andrews, have been on a mission to help. On Sunday morning, they made their way to the end of the St. Andrews Wharf to catch a boat to Campobello to provide passport photos to island residents in need. The Charlotte County Seniors Resource Center is covering the cost of the passport photos for residents of all ages.
We were just sitting down to a nice coffee at Honeybeans, and this person approached us and gave us the outline of this a new need for passports on Campobello, and how some, well, it was seniors in particular mentioned off the bat, where it looks like some new regulations might leave them a bit stranded for basics and vitals. To get off the island, they'd now require a passport, whereas previously that it was just a birth certificate and driver's license, I believe. So all of a sudden there's a huge need for a bunch of passports, and we couldn't say no. It just sounded like a blast right off the bat. We can hop on a boat and maybe go help some folks. We're game.
But getting there isn't simple. Without passports themselves, Johnston and Rebecca couldn't cross the U.S. border. At 8:30 a.m., they waited at the wharf for Campobello Mayor Harvey Matthews to arrive in his fishing vessel to take them by water to the island, bypassing the border entirely. The couple took 74 passport photos in total, providing a crucial service to Islanders as calls for a year-round ferry to the island continue to grow. At a press conference on Tuesday, Premier Susan Holtz acknowledged the island's unique challenges at this uncertain time in international relations, but did not offer an immediate solution to the island's increasingly isolated circumstances.
Campobello are in a particularly challenging situation, and I thought the mayor's initiative to help people get passports was an excellent one, because we know that the ferry that currently operates from Deer Island is not available every day. It's not available when Islanders need it, so we have to come up with the kind of access to New Brunswick that Campobello needs in order to meet their requirements as a part of New Brunswick. We can't get a new ferry there tomorrow. That's unfortunately not the speed of our response, but we were working with the mayor. The mayor was on a call that we held with border communities to articulate the issues, to flag the kind of supports available to him and to the other mayors along the border, and so those conversations and that collaboration is continuing.
At the same press conference, Holt unveiled New Brunswick's action plan in response to U.S. President Donald Trump's imposition of 25% tariffs on most Canadian goods that went into effect on Tuesday, except for 10% on energy products.
These illegal, unjustified tariffs will have heavy consequences for New Brunswickers, for our businesses, our communities, and our economy. 92% of our exports go to the U.S. These tariffs are an attack on Canada and on who we are, and they mark a turning point for our province and our country.
The Progressive Conservatives were critical of the plan released by the Holt government, saying it lacked detail. Opposition leader Glenn Savoy said responding to the tariffs is a challenge that demands big shifts in strategy and thinking. As it stands, the $162 million tariff relief package will provide support to New Brunswickers through Working NB to the tune of $33 million, as well as relief for New Brunswick businesses with $75 million available through Opportunities New Brunswick. The province also intends to remove several interprovincial trade barriers, as well as promote an NB Made campaign to incentivize people to buy local. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, visit CHCO-TV and The Courier online at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.